Good evening, Professor. For the nonverbal behavior assignment, I did example B, which was stand on the curb and stare at people into their car while they were sitting waiting for the light to change. And the reason why I did this activity was to step out of my comfort zone. I wanted to try something different since I always walk around my city. I decided that that would be a perfect opportunity to just go ahead and take advantage of the nonverbal behavioral violations. So from my experience, it was very awkward. and I had my best friend with me, and I stood there and I noticed that a lot of people didn't really try to make eye contact with me. A lot of people just quickly looked and turned away. One experience I had was actually a person thought I was trying to cross the street, so they kept signaling for me to go across, and I was just like, I'm good. I'm just going to stand here and wait. Um, One person actually made funny faces back at me and like did all of this, and I was just like, wow, you actually get to see how people react. And it made me think, like, do I act like this sometimes when I see people standing on the corner? And do I make faces that make them feel kind of offended? And honestly, I did feel offended because I looked into one car and it wasn't even for about, it was only for about 10 seconds probably. And they flipped me off, stuck up their middle finger, and then proceeded to roll down the window and ask me what was I looking at. So at that point, I just decided, hey, I'm going to stop looking into people's cars, and I felt like I had all of the answers that I needed. And he actually called, well, it was a male, and he actually called me a prostitute. So it was just very, I would say it was just very offensive and awkward, because to me, I don't feel as if, well, of course, I wasn't breaking any laws, but people were taught not to stare. So for me to, I guess, stare at people, that made them feel offended. And obviously, I felt offended by some of the feedback that I got, such as getting flipped off and being looked down upon, and actually being called out of my name. But it was, I would honestly say, it was a humbling experience, and it has now made me realize, maybe when I see people standing on the street and they're looking at me, maybe I shouldn't make a face or pretty much be rude. I need to be mindful of my facial expressions. So I just wanted to share my experience, and um, I hope that this is what it was supposed to be about. And I thought it was an amazing experience. So thank you for actually pushing me out of my comfort zone in doing this.